Hi guys, so today we're going to go over this new product. This is a super booster from Stacy Lash. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys how this works. So first of all, I have my hygrometer right here. So currently I'm at 37% in humidity and about 78.7 in temperature. So it is a little hot and the humidity isn't ideal right now. So this particular video is going to go over people or situations where you have an eyelash adhesive that you're comfortable with working. Maybe a slower drying glue that you're still working with. Now remember, a slower drying glue is going to give you the ability to be able to maneuver your lash if you were to make a mistake. So you have about 2 to 3 seconds or 1 to 2 seconds, depending on which kind of glue you're using, to be able to remove the lash if you were to make a mistake and correct it. Now with a faster drying glue, wherever you sit is pretty much where it's going to stay and it's going to cure. Okay, so for this video, I have these two products. So these are both adhesives from Stacy Lash. This is Stacy Lash Sensitive right here. Now Stacy Lash Sensitive is a sensitive adhesive meant for people who tend to have irritations or allergic reactions to adhesives. This is a very good alternative for them. Now this is a slower drying glue. It is about 5 to 6 seconds, so it's pretty slow. Now the humidity is 30 to 70%, so I can use it. It is within range here for my humidity, and definitely for my temperature as well. My second one here is going to be Stacy Lash Volume. Okay, now Stacy Lash Volume, this one is a little quicker. It's 3 to 4 seconds, but the humidity is not ideal. This one is 50 to 70%, so obviously not really within my range. So what this means is that the humidity is going to be off when I try to stick my lashes. They're not going to completely cure right away. So this will kind of it can kind of cause stickies. So the way that happens is that your glue is not drying fast enough for you. So then as you're moving and kind of working your way through your lash extensions, they're not going to be drying as you go. So what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and stick together and cure together, and that's going to cause the lashes to be growing together, which will cause discomfort to your client long term, and you don't want that. So we got to make sure that all our lashes are completely isolated before we go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so this product here is actually going to help you with that. This is Stacy Lash Booster again. Now this booster is going to be great for low humidity. So my humidity is really low right now. It's at 36%, so this would be ideal for me in this situation. Now I do work with a faster drying glue, but let's say for whatever reason I have these two adhesives and I'm working with these, or I have a client that's sensitive, but I don't want to compromise the time and sit around and wait 5 to 6 seconds for each lash to dry. So what I'll do is go ahead and run the booster through the extension. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so for that I'm going to be using So I'm going to show you guys right here. Okay, so I'm going to take a little microfiber swab just like this. Okay, and then I take the booster. Now remember, the rule to everything for sanitary purposes is to never double dip. So you want to only put this in here one time and then toss it. Okay, especially if you're adding product on a client's face or you're going to use it from client to client, you never want to double dip in anything. That's kind of like the general rule. Okay, so we go ahead and stick this in here. Now we only need a little bit of product, and we're going to go ahead and run it right here, right across, just a couple times. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and wait 30 seconds for it to dry. Now you don't want to dry it up with the fan. You kind of want to give it time to dry up, because if you dry it up with the fan, what'll happen is it might dry a little too much and then cause the client's natural lash to like over dry, which can actually lead to more retention issues. So you don't, you just kind of want to let it air dry on its own. So as you can tell, it's already pretty much dry. So we're going to give it a few more seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and pour my glue into my cup. So I'm actually going to be using this one today. So I have a few options here, but I'm going to go with this one so we can use both adhesives. Okay, so